Hello and welcome to video number 6. In this particular video, we're going to talk about how to automate your page with PayPal buttons. Now, in other words, what this means is what we're going to do is we are going to connect your sales page to your thank you page. And by doing so, when your customer gets to your sales page and they click the buy button, they will pay. And if they successfully pay, we want them to automatically get forwarded to the thank you page itself. So everything is automated. You don't have to send the actual product to your customers. So literally you could be sleeping and everything is automated. So that is the main goal. So in order to do this, what we need to do is we need to have in hand the sales page and the thank you page. And then what we need to try to figure out with the thank you page is where is it going to be located. So you kind of have to have an idea of where it's going to be located. So what I mean by that is when you upload these files to your website later on, where is that going to be? So this could essentially be at www.yourdomain.com/ let's say in this example, it's going to be this file name.html. So you are going to have an idea of where you're going to upload it, because within PayPal, you're going to specify where you want to send people after the payment goes through. All right. So it's going to either be here or, it's going to be in a subfolder. So you really need to address that issue before you create your PayPal button. Now, creating a PayPal button is super easy to do. All you have to do is log into your PayPal account. And then, of course, you go under Tools, and then you go to All Tools. Now, in the past few years, I will say PayPal has readjusted their user interface. But if you can find their PayPal button, it's pretty much the same. So in this case, we're going to scroll all the way down about middle of the page and click on PayPal buttons. And then, of course, to the right, you'll see a button that says Create PayPal Button. You click that and you're going to get this page. Now, there are many different button types, but as you can see here, there's shopping carts, there's buy now, there's donations, gift certificates, subscriptions. If you're doing something like a monthly subscription, there's automatic billing, and of course, there is installment plans. Now, in this case, I'm just going to do a buy now. It's a one-time thing. And we're going to call this item name. Let's call this product one-time fee. We're going to put the price, let's say $47. And then, of course, you can customize the button further if you choose to do so. So, for example, you can add a drop-down menu with different price points if you would like. You can add a drop-down menu with different options. So for example, if you had different options like red, blue, green, or whatever that might be, you could do that. And of course, you can add a text field. Now in this case, I'm just going to keep it as simple as possible. We have one price point at $47. And because this is a digital product, we do not need shipping or tax in this case. Now, if you scroll down to the bottom, you'll see these three items here, step 1, 2, and 3. We finished step 1, which was the button. We don't really need step 2, and we can go straight to step 3. Step 2 is mainly for tracking inventory and physical products, and we're not dealing with physical products. We're dealing with digital goods, so we can go straight to step 3. At step 3, you can see customized checkout pages. So do you want to let your customer change order quantities? I'm going to say no, because we're not dealing with quantities here. It's digital. Can your customer add special instructions in a message to you? In this case, we don't really need that because we're not really customizing anything. Do you need your customer's shipping address? You can in this case if you were to ship something to them, but in this case, I don't really need that. Now, here is where you're going to enter the URLs. Now, there are two different options here. It says take customers to this URL when they cancel their checkout. That means if somebody is looking at your sales page And let's say, for example, that they cancel, like they click on the buy button, but then they cancel their checkout. Where do you want to send them? Maybe you could send them to a different page, maybe a page with a discount coupon or something of that matter. But this is a great way to monetize that or try to convince people, hey, maybe you don't want this right now, but you're going to want something else, kind of thing. So you can enter the URL here. Then, of course, let's say retry.html. And then, of course, here you can take customers to this URL. So pay attention closely to this. This allows you to send people directly to your thank you page so that you automate the full process. So in this case, I'm going to enter this location. So that's why it said you have to figure out where your location is going to be, where you're going to upload that particular HTML file. Now you can, of course, come back later on if you want to and change it out. So keep in mind, it's not said and done. You can change it later if you choose to do so. Now, there's advanced variables. You don't really need any of this stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and click Create Button. Now, at this point in time, you have the button code, and PayPal is going to give you the website code, which is the actual button that you'll add to your website, or email, which is basically the direct link. So like I said earlier, if you want to use the PayPal button that is attached to the sales page, you would use the email. If you want to use the PayPal button and kind of piggyback on that reputation, then you would want to use the website code right here. So that's it. That's how easy it is to get the code. Now what I want to do is show you how to add the code to your HTML page. So let's head back over to Composer and do that right now. Now here's a quick and easy way to add the buy button to your page without having to know any HTML code. All right, so if I scroll down to the bottom to where the buy button is, like I said, if you go to PayPal and you get the link for the website, you get the code and you can simply double click this, go to link, and add the link directly to here. Now, if you totally want to just remove this and you want to utilize the PayPal button itself, you will of course have to add the HTML code. Now, the way around this, so you don't have to go to the source code and then of course find the location and add the PayPal button, the way around that is to simply find the location where you want the PayPal button to be, in this case from this view, and simply type in some numbers that you would remember. So in this case, I usually generally use 123, 123, right? And then what I'll do is I'll go to the source code and then I'll try to find the 123, 123. So if I can't find it, I'm going to do a quick search for 123, 123. And there we go. So that's the location. Now, we've got all this HTML code surrounding it, but guess what? You don't have to know any of this. You just found the 123, 123. So now what you need to do is simply replace this little tiny keyword that you have made up. It can be any word that you want as long as it's not on the page itself. And then replace this with the PayPal button. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. And there we go. So if I go back to normal view, we can see that the PayPal button has appeared. So now that we have set up everything successfully, we can see the PayPal button. We know that after the payment, people will be redirected to that page that we have specified. And that's it. That's all you have to do. You are pretty much done. The next thing you have to do is, of course, upload the files to your actual web host. And that's actually very easy once you have everything in hand. All right. So I'll see you there.